Hello and welcome to week 15 of the Road to 100 interviews. 15 weeks is a long time. I feel like we're on our way to having a baby, an interview baby. When I wrote to Sean, I told him, I wish this show would have been on when I was younger so that I could have seen a character in a wheelchair that had, similar awkward situations that I have. Because the only character that I saw in a wheelchair when I was growing up was Jimmy Brooks, aka Aubrey Graham, aka Drake on Degrassi. And then I was late coming into Degrassi, so I didn't know that character wasn't originally disabled, and I thought this was actually a disabled actor in this part. And then when I found out that it wasn't, I was so I would say I was so young and dramatic. So I would say I was shattered by learning that he did not have a physical disability. Not that you wish that on someone, but I was this isn't as authentic as I thought. Whereas Sean, who plays Ian, that's his real life. Oh, and I told Sean I would wear my Jimmy Brooks t-shirt if we get to do interviews. Ta-da!
I hold in case Drake is watching this.
I don't think he is, but just in case.
I'm sure he will. One day.
One day.
He'll be watching this. Drake, I have no beef with you, okay?
No, me either. We love you.
Yeah.
On April 10th, I'm having a procedure done to remove some moles, and I know that's really exciting to share that with you. But I've had this procedure done before, and it hurts, and I'm probably not going to want to be on camera that week, and I also have other appointments that week, so I'm recording this ahead of time. I am going to only send one request around that time, but it still counts as 3 people because I'm going to try and interview the Lawrence brothers. Matt and Joey and Andy. Do I think they're going to reply? No, but I want to keep up with my streak. I only started doing these weekly videos this year. I never did this portion of it before. I would just email people and then nobody knew about it until after I already did the interview. This is my request list for 2023. I have now officially sent at least 50 emails or Instagram messages. So I was thinking about the Lawrence brothers, and I'm pretty sure that all of them have been acting since before I was born. And I thought, I know I have stuff with Andy Lawrence in it because he's TJ in Recess, and I recently rewatched this movie, and I hadn't seen it probably in 20 years or so. And it made me sad because at the end I identified more with Principal Prickly than TJ. Dun dun dun. So you can probably tell I was at the hairdresser today, and the hairdresser said I was getting a lighter color of hair up in here, and I was like, well, what do you mean, gray hair? Which I do have. Oh yeah, you can definitely see that hair. We could pretend it's blonde, but who are we fooling, I remember last year when I was doing my review of Mark Brown's final Arthur book, I had a gray hair, and I was like, that's how you know you're too old for this book, and I ripped it out.
Mark Brown was just so full of life, and he was fun, and he taught us how to draw Arthur, and Arthur, of course, as Joe called him, the Phenom.
And then I was like, and I know I have something with Matthew in it, because I have Mrs. Doubtfire, and this still has a sticker on it for Horton Hears a Who. There was some kind of deal going on there. I couldn't get that off. I did have VHS somewhere, and that had Matt on the cover. This one doesn't. And I thought, oh no, I don't have something with Joey in it. But I do. Oliver and Company. And she said, no, your hair's getting lighter because of the sun. And I was like, hello, I don't go outside. I'm about to go get my moles cut off. I'm sure it's going to hurt. That might be a gray hair in there. I think it is. Should I rip it out? I don't know if I can get it. It can stay there.